Welcome to 20kLeveling.com. I'm your host, Marco, and I'd like to share today with you the kinds of information I have in store for you in this gold making guide. Now let's get the discussion started with a question for you. Why do you feel people think they need a gold guide in the first place? And in particular, why do you feel you need a gold guide? Now, I've been doing this for a long time with over 3,000 people helped so far with 20kLeveling.com, and what I've seen is a very specific and predictable pattern. And there's 4 areas that people seem to be lacking in when they come to get information from this gold guide. And those 4 areas are experience, discipline, knowledge, the right mindset, or a combination of all 4 of these. Now, let's say you've been playing, or no, better yet, haven't been playing WoW for 5 years, and there are probably some things you haven't learned just yet, or little niches in the game that you haven't been made aware of yet for making gold. And if you did know about them, you could really diversify your gold making portfolio, so to speak, and take it up a notch. The problem is you'll never know about these things unless someone tells you, or unless you live the experience yourself. And part of 20k leveling is going into all these different areas of the game that are either well known or not well known, going through misconceptions as well, clearing the cloud of doubt about some strategies you might have heard never work, but they actually do. That's part of 20k leveling, providing players who don't have the experience with the information they need to build those experiences themselves. The second area was lacking discipline, and it's probably the biggest problem for gold makers. First thing I do with this guide is show you how to be disciplined while making gold, and sticking to a very basic strategy or strategies at first, which will always make you some kind of amount of gold. Like that could be the perfect amount of starter cash you need to really get going, to remove the cobweb, so to speak, remove the doubt that you can't make gold in this game, and give you that kick in the butt that will get you started. Sometimes all it takes is someone who really understands these universal strategies and then can just tell them tell you how it is, how they work, how you can put them to use from a truly good gold maker's perspective. Now, the next thing is lacking knowledge. This is not the same as lacking experience. To put it in basic terms, knowledge is the way you deal with undercutters, select the markets you're going to get into, and how you apply supply and demand to your individual markets on your server. This is where I can help you the most, because odds are it's what is keeping you from being a truly amazing gold maker. And I have so much experience because I've spent so much time studying and analyzing every single profession in this game, how they interact with each other, how cross factions work with each other, how you can use arbitrage. That's what that is when you work one faction against each other. All these aspects of the game that are kind of considered meta gaming, having a real understanding of the core mechanics and how gold works in this game, how players' mentalities work in this game, and how you can take advantage of it, is way beyond your average level of gold making, and that's where knowledge comes into play, and the vast majority of players are lacking in it. Now, the final reason was not having the right mindset. And lots of people say they know how to make gold. They say, oh, it's really simple. You just got to buy low, sell high. And I look at them and I say, what are you talking about? You have nothing to back this up. I tell them from the onset of this guide that this makes no sense in practice. Absolutely no sense. Who is going to buy your products, your items you're selling on the auction house for a high price? Who in their right mind is going to do that? Just because you bought it low doesn't mean I want to buy it high. I want to buy it for the normal value. And that's something that I teach, is to bid in particular and buy low, but then sell the items for a normal or slightly above average value. It's a completely different and revolutionary concept in the World of Warcraft economy, and it really helps people reverse engineer their thinking and how you can make gold in this game. Really, I turn players into better players. and I give them the experience they need. I give them the discipline they lack. I share with them the knowledge they need to understand, and I get them into the right mindset for making gold. Now, you have your own reasons for needing a gold guide right now, okay? And I plan on addressing your particular situation on your specific server starting today, starting right now with this page. So keep reading down the page to learn more, and I look forward to seeing you in the members area.